Good morning, everyone, and welcome to WellSprings. What a beautiful, sunny, lovely day to help celebrate Mother's Day out there. My name is Julie. My pronouns are she and her. And we're going to start off this Sunday service with some singing. And we've got some songs from the 1940s in here. So please rise, whether in body or in spirit, and we'll treat you to a new one. Slow it down for our next song. And I know you know this one, so please sing along. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
grace that taught my heart to hear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already come. 'Tis grace that taught me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see.
Please rise, whether in body or in spirit. And if you don't know this one, I think you'll catch on pretty quickly.
Yeah, see? Go ahead.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine,
Everybody, I want to hear you.
I'm gonna let it shine.
All right.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine.
Welcome to WellSprings, both to those of you here in Bell Hall and to everyone joining us online this morning. My name is Ted Howe. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm honored and blessed to be our worship leader this morning. Each week when we gather, we light a chalice as a symbol of our shared spiritual heritage as Unitarian Universalists. It's not just a symbol of what is past, but of what is present, that divine spark in each of us that shines at the heart of our lives. As we light this chalice, may we share our light with each other and with the world. Anyone of any age may sign up in advance to be our chalice lighter. You can just use the link at the bottom of the WellSprings weekly newsletter. Today, we've asked Linda to light our chalice, and after she has done so, we'll say the words on the screen together. And together we say, we light this chalice to celebrate the path lit before us, the warmth of kindness that shines from within us, and the radiance of wisdom that is shared between us and never goes out. Good morning.
Good morning.
Our mission here at WellSprings is to be a community charged full with the charge of the soul. First, this morning, I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers here in Bell Hall and online. I hope today is special for you in whatever way you find most enjoyable. And that leads me into what's been charging my soul lately. Recently, I've been charged by my families, my family of birth, my family of marriage, my family of friends, and my family at WellSprings. We visited Jaden at college in Chicago. It was our first time getting together there as a family that wasn't involving moving in or out of the dorm or touring the campus. So we got to be tourists there in the city, and we enjoyed a beautiful long weekend. Last week, we attended Cameron's graduation. They graduated from Penn West Edinburgh, and we got to celebrate that event with family both near and far. Kathy's sister came from Indiana to join us, and the school, just like here, shared a YouTube live link so folks who couldn't make it were able to see. It's a nice change from years ago for graduations. This past Wednesday, I went to a concert in Wilmington with a very dear friend, someone who is one of those people at this point I consider as close as family. We got to go see an artist that we've both enjoyed our whole lives, and it was a wonderful experience and a chance to get together and make memories just on a random Wednesday. Yesterday, we visited with my mother and my oldest brother in New Jersey. We got together to celebrate Mother's Day with her, and it was nice to get a chance. I come from a very big family. It's good once in a while to get together in smaller groups because the major holidays are big, noisy affairs, but it was nice to be able to connect there. Later today, we'll visit Kathy's parents out in Lancaster. So I've had family lifting my soul and my spirit very much recently, and it's been very much on my mind how fortunate I am to have such good families to be there, and how much chosen family here at WellSprings also enriches everything. So my prayer this morning is that each of you can feel the charge of the soul with your family, whether it's where you were born, one you entered into through a marriage or life commitment, or one that you've chosen because those people, their presence makes you feel full. This morning, I'd like to especially welcome any newcomers. If this is your first or second time, we're so glad that you're here. You can see any of our belonging team members to help get you connected, to find out where the bathrooms are, or just to have a new friend to sit with. And I'll invite any of the belonging team members, please raise your hand just so that folks can take a look and see. Thank you very much. I hope that you'll fill out a connection card so you can learn more about us and start to introduce yourself. If you're watching from home, there's a link to the online connection card in the description below the video. If you're in Bell Hall, you can find the connection card on your phone by scanning the QR code that appears on the screen during the announcements. If anyone would like to interact with the folks who are joining online this morning, there's a live chat available on YouTube. To access it, you will need a YouTube or a Google account. Just sign in and then click on the live chat button to say hello. You can always find more information about today's service, as well as upcoming events and news by scanning the QR code available on the welcome table just by the front doors, or as you walk into Bell Hall, and that same QR code will be on screen during the announcements. Just a note, today is an all-ages service, so kids will not be dismissed to Youth Spirit. They stay with us for the whole service. If anyone feels a need to get up, do something rather than sitting in their seats, we do have activity tables at the back of the hall. You're welcome to go enjoy those. And now for our announcements, I will end that QR code. I will turn it over to our Membership and Communications Coordinator, Beth Trandle.
Hi, my name is Clay Trandle.
My name is Wes Trandle.
And I'm Beth
And
Trandle.
we're here for announcements today.
Over here, you'll find a QR code.
That you can scan at any point during these announcements for more information. Following the success of our recent town hall, there will be a rally for fair funding education at the Capitol Steps in Harrisburg. This rally will be occurring on this Tuesday, May 13th. If you're interested in carpooling to this event, you can reach out to Paul Dewey, who will be transporting some other WellSpringers there. Following the rally, there will be a lunch provided by Power Interfaith. On June 7th, WellSprings will be again hosting a table for the Pride Festival in Phoenixville. This event will be occurring on June 7th from 12 to 5 p.m. At this time, we're looking for any volunteers who'd be interested in staffing our table. You can reach out to Reverend Lee to let us know of your interest. The last 2 months of May, we will be celebrating the decades of the 1990s and the 2010s. We have opportunities for people to speak about growing up in those decades, as well as other roles as a part of our normal service. You can sign up at the Sign Up Genius or reach out to Reverend Lee if you're interested in being a part of either of these upcoming services. Today's snack is provided by
Terry.
Thank you, Terry. That's all for today. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Beth, and happy Mother's Day. At WellSprings, the foundation of all that we do is rooted in the power of connection, of making space in our hearts and in our lives for each other. This is the part of the service where we honor that connection by greeting one another. We recognize our community's presence beyond these walls, so feel free to take a moment now to connect and share a greeting in the live chat, or maybe say hello in WellSprings Oasis, our private group on Facebook. For those here in Bell Hall, a reminder to please ask before hugging or approaching closely. And if you prefer to keep a distance from others for any reason, just stay seated, and that'll be our cue to give you a friendly wave from afar. For our young friends in Bell Hall, we will be having a story read right after the greeting, so you're welcome to come and gather on the big blue rug after you've said hello to everyone. With gratitude for all the ways that we might connect, please greet one another now. The- You're invited to continue your conversations at coffee hour, which will take place right here after the service. At this time, I'll invite the young members and our readers to come on up, and we will have a story.
Check.
Hi guys. So today we're going to be reading a book called Catching Time. It's Saturday and scurry and worry, bustle and whirl.
I grab Mom's legs. Please, 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 can we go to the park? Yes, Sarah. Mom hurries to the vacuum cleaner, if we find time.
Dad, I swing on his arms. The park today, please. Sir, Sarah. Dad ruffles my hair. Maybe we'll catch some time.
I scrunch up small by the window. Outside, it's sunny. Around the corner is the park, with swings and slides and trees, all my friends playing and laughing without me. Mom and Dad hardly ever find time. Guess it's up to me. I pick up my butterfly net and a big jar, and I watch and wait.
There it is. Time. Whoosh. Down the vacuum cleaner. I leap for it, but it's gone. Screeching and squealing. Careful, says Mom.
Dad's in the kitchen, washing dishes with hot, foamy water. Want to help? He asks. I get up on a chair and wipe, but I watch for time. Where is it? I can't see it. Dad lets the water out of the sink and there! Time's sucking and slurping away. I try to grab it, but it's gone. Gurgling and burgling down the drain. How am I ever going to catch time?
Mom's in the living room working on her laptop. I sneak around the corner and watch Mom's fingers flickety fly, ticky tacky, ticky tack. And there's time tapping away. I dive under the table, but it's gone. Clicking and dancing through keys. What are you doing? Asks Mom, her eyes on the screen. Try to catch time, I say. Well, I'm trying to work, sweetie, says Mom.
I huff out my breath. I get it. I will. I'm going to grab some time.
I go outside, Dad polishing the cars, smearing wax, and rubbing till it's winking, blinking bright. I get a cloth and help, but I watch for time, watch closely. There for a trillion millionth second, I see it in the shine. I grab my net, but time's gone in twinkling flash. What you're doing? Laughs Dad. What are you doing? Trying to catch some time. I stop back to the house.
But time keeps slipping and sliding away. Over lunch, time glugs down my stomach. In the grocery store, it squeals by the shopping cart. Back home, it whips away with the groceries and zips into Mom's sewing machine. No matter how fast I go, I still can't catch time. My jar is empty, and soon it'll be supper time, and then bath time, and bedtime.
Stop! Mom and Dad turn, their faces shocked. Goodness, says Mom, what on earth? We're doing it all wrong, I say. We'll never catch the time this way. Don't move. Please, just stop.
For a moment, it's quiet. Still as still. And there, in the space of that moment, all fat and happy, is time. I tiptoe over with my net, grab that time. I shove it in my jar, clamp the lid.
Look, I hold up the jar. It's time, and it's all mine. Mom and Dad look puzzled. Guess they'd never seen time up close. Okay, says Dad, scratching his head. So what do you want to do with your time? The park, I say. I want to play in the park. Now, Mom smiles. Fair is fair, she says. After all, it is your time, Sarah.
The sun is still shining when we get to the park. I see Lenny and Vikram and Anjali. Their moms and dads too. There's Brody, Chang, Fifi, and they see me. I'm so wide open, happy. I want to jump and turn somersaults and shout. So I do. Come on. I push my jar at Mom and Dad. There's enough for all of us. Mom and Dad, and I put them to the swiftiest, swirliest, sneakiest, scariest, curliest slide to the very top. 1, 2, 3, go! We fly down, twisting and twirling, shrieking and laughing.
In perfect time. The end.
some of the spirit we need to remember from the 1940s. Thank you. And I'm going to set this one here and set this one there. And I need some kids to help me. Some kids? Kids. Woo-hoo. Here, kitty. Excellent. 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 Thank you, whoever's little bit. If you want to pretend you're a kid, you're welcome here too. I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Rosemary. And Rosemary's been my dolly since I was 4 years old. That's been a while. And all my life, I knew everything was okay if I knew where Rosemary was. And I left Rosemary with my mommy for years and years and years, where I went all over the world. But I always knew where Rosemary was. And here's little hand-embroidered diapers that belong to Rosemary. And here's a little, see how it's for when she's cold and shivery. And here is a bonnet to match. And that's a little blankie, all embroidered. And this one is another blankie, all embroidered, that you can wrap around if it's cold and rainy. And here is what a bug got. Oh, well, we'll fix that. That's a bunting where her feet would be warm, and she could have this on her head. And she has a little friend. And she has one of her booties. I didn't find the other one. Oh, no. But here, Rosemary's woke up. Yes, she likes to be with people. She does. Isn't she pretty? With all the things that match. Would you like to take turns to gently hold her? Sure. I'll just start over, because I'm right-handed, so I'll start here because I'm right-handed. Oh, thank you. And here's some of the fancy bedding that my grandmother made for her. Thank you very much. And you can keep those for right now. We'll put them with her later. I think she needs one blanket so she isn't too cold. Thank you. And we'll put her right here. And there's Rosemary. And I'll put Rosemary right here so she can feel how close you are, because dollies love to have somebody to love. And all the clothes that were made by my mother and my grandmother. And here is a pattern from those times when you could make little doll clothes. Okay? Yeah, you can pass it around. I just put it in a little baggie so you can see it. And now I need some more help. That looks good. You can. You want to just open that up? Okay. But you can look, though. All right? Come on. You can take it like that. Yeah. Well, it'll open outside. It's like a wardrobe, so you can open it back. So my mother made a replica of every dress she made for me for kindergarten. So I used to wear the one that was this, exactly like this. But she made a dress for my dolly for every dress that I had for kindergarten, had a dress for my dolly. Okay? They all are replicas of dresses you can see me in with different photographs I didn't bring, but that's what we've got here. And, yeah, isn't it cute? And little bonnets that were crocheted. All kinds of things that you guys can come over there and look at them and see what they are. Here are tiny little leather shoes. There's probably only one, but there might be. And folks, there is roller skates. Okay. Here are tiny socks. You don't want to have your kids not have socks, right? In the 40s. And this is a cowgirl outfit. And in the pattern is the cowgirl outfit that they used to make this outfit. So you can see a lot of stuff is jammed in here. This was a replica of Shirley Temple doll. Shirley Temple wore that, in a movie, and so my mother made a replica for me of Shirley Temple wearing that. And so. There's plenty of things. This was a replica of my little coat that I had. Yep. So if you want to come over and look and see all that stuff, go ahead. Just be gentle. I know you'll be gentle. I asked him to wear the hat and the outfit. Thank you. And he needs to help me to get up the stairs. Thank you. Thank you. And if we could have the first slide. This is my mother, and many of you remember her. This is Miss Lois, and my mom would have been 100 years old on May 17th, and she passed away at 98 years old. As you all remember, with all her memories and all her sense of humor, she used to say, "You do your best, I'll do my best, we'll see how it goes." And this is the cap that she wore as an infant 100 years ago. Tiny little embroidery and stuff, handmade. She clearly wore it, spit on it just like babies do. And so on Mother's Day, clearly, I wanted to be able to celebrate my mother even though she's gone. And one of the ways was to share all the care that she gave to the clothes that she made and the fact that she kept Rosemary safe for me all those years until I was able to come back into this country and then have Rosemary in my home. So, time. So we're here to talk about time. We're here to talk about the 40s. And I wanted to actually introduce a couple of people that I know very well from what we call our Delaware posse. So Pete and Merle, if you would please join me right here. So this is my mom and my dear friend, Merle Bowe. And Merle, I just wanted to ask you, what year were you born?
1931.
1931. Right? Pete Higgins here.
1943.
And I'm Kathleen Higgins, 1945. Now, wait a minute. I want to ask if anybody's brave enough to come and tell us the year if they're born in this range. Anybody? Yeah. What year? 1947. Thank you. 1947 is a good year. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. We got lots of representatives here from the 1940s. All right. If we can have the next slide. We weren't married yet. So Pete and I are here today, thank goodness, with our memories mostly intact, and grateful for that. And I know some of us here and some of us online are grieving dear ones who are not with us, or they're grieving dear ones whose memories are slipping away. And I just wanted to say that we are both aware of that and so completely grateful to be here with y'all today. So what was it like in the 40s? I wanted to bring some things for us. If we could have the next slide. You can recognize the little rascal on the far right corner here. Mom and Dad holding him. He's got his first tricycle from Gramps, and the tricycle had plenty of room for Pudgy to ride the back. And he would race up and down the streets. I don't remember this, but he tells me. Race up and down the streets in Indiana and enjoy being on his tricycle. But I did want to let you know, if you can see, it's a little bit small, but if you can see the gentleman sitting on the Jeep, that's his Jeep. That's Pete's dad. This was spring of 1945. He was in Luxembourg with General Patton. And Pete's dad didn't make it home. He was gone. But he's buried in Luxembourg. And in Luxembourg, they are so grateful for the Americans that came to rescue them from fascism that each family in Luxembourg adopted an American soldier's grave. And every year, including this year, when the Duke of Luxembourg's birthday anniversary comes along, the family, all the family, the generation after generation of the families come to the grave and decorate the grave of their American soldier. And they come to decorate Pete's dad's grave every year. Well, the last full measure of devotion to freedom, honored by deep appreciation and long memory, honoring a heritage of hard-fought freedom. Pete's mom never remarried. So let me have the next slide. When you say how'd the 40s go, it depends. It depends. My dad came back. My uncle came back from Italy, from working his way up from Sicily all the way up. And my uncle ended up as an army general in the future. My dad didn't want to do that, but my parents' marriage survived. My Aunt Claire is up in the wedding. My Aunt Claire's marriage did not survive. When he came back from the Navy after the war, they did split. My foster brother, Mike, was with a single mom. So single mom in the 40s was no easier than now, maybe even a little bit more difficult. Harder to get a job with you're a single mom with a kid. So my mother and Aunt Claire, who is an aunt because a beloved member of the family, they were friends from the years, they were 12 years old together, and they had an active, deep friendship for 80 years. Yeah. Well, my mom and Claire decided that Mike should live with us for the weekdays and live with his mom for the weekend. So we still have an extended family. Mike and I were about the same age. He was 6 months older. So if we could also, you see my dad, of course, in uniform. That's my mother in 1940. She was 15. The grinning over there with the hat, you might recognize that, and it's my little brother as well. You can see the kind of car we drove, the kind of way we played outside, and you'd get home from maybe church and you'd be all dressed up, and the parents would look at you and say, "Go run it off." Yeah, come back later. If it got dark, you're supposed to be home. That's about it. And then to the right is the first house my dad and my grandfather built from a log cabin kit. So that was kind of fun. So if I could have the next slide. I think there's not one more. Okay, sorry, my bad. Slide maker over there, he knows how many there were. Okay, so I wanted though to say something about memory itself, because the point of the message is it's not about just the 1940s. They did exist. But these are the memories of those of us who do remember the 40s. Your memories, your family, they're precious to you. They pull time forward and they leave legacy, your family memories that you share. So kids, I wanted to tell you something else that was kind of amazing, okay? When I was a little bit older than you, maybe the same age as Gwen. Gwen, are you 8? 9. Perfect. I was 8. Perfect. I met my grandfather's grandfather, and he was 104 years old. And he still had all his memories. And he asked me, said, "Show me Petey's little girl." Petey was his name for my grandfather, who was, of course, his grandson. And I came forward and met him, and I still remember it. It's an indelible memory. I could see the chair he was sitting in. There was a shaft of light, and he had the brightest blue eyes I've ever seen. They're like turquoise blue. They were gorgeous. And he said to me, "I think that you have never seen somebody as old as me." I did like this. Mm-hmm. I was looking and looking, and then he said, "I think you never have seen someone who remembers the Civil War." He was a teenager. He was born in 1949. Excuse me. Thank you. 1849. Memory wanders around. But you figure, we're talking about remembering the 1940s, and here's a gentleman who was born in 1849, and he was a teenager in the Civil War. So I want you to remember, little ones, or anyone here, you standing here is someone who brightly remembers a man who remembered the Civil War. Yeah. When we talk about memories, when we talk about the time machine, think of the leap of that. I didn't hear about it, I read about it. I met a person who clearly remembered he was a teenager at that time. Okay. That is a heritage that we will be bringing forward from these little ones, and the tinier little ones that might be up here or somewhere else in the home. What we remember will live forward when we share it. And we can create indelible memories by realizing which things mean the most to us. A memory snaps in and stays when it has meaning behind it. So think about it for a minute. What's the strongest thing you remember? It'll come up. Who's the oldest person you ever met? What's the best thing that ever happened to you? What is something you worry about right now? And how did you find out about that? All those kind of things are pop into your head if you ask yourself. Merle teaches memoir. And it's a great way to begin to understand the meaning that you place in your life and the heritage and meaning that we are going to pass on from what we care most about to others that love us. Okay? We're pulling time forward. So, a couple examples that I wanted to show you how that works. How about a movie that you will never forget? And for me, it's a moment, the goodbye kiss in Casablanca, right? It's there. How about from Forrest Gump? Run, Forrest, run! Yeah. How about this one? You can finish, even if you don't remember it, and I do. One small step for man, a giant leap for, yes, exactly. So one of my earliest memories is actually with my grandmother. Phone rang, I can still see the chair she's sitting in, the African violets that she loved were on a little table, and she called me over and put her hand around me, and she told me my baby brother was born. It's my earliest memory. I was about 2.5. And that memory is still precious to me, and so is my great big 6'4" baby brother, who looks kind of like a gorilla. But you know him, he does kind of resemble that, right? So when we think about, we actually are pulling time forward when we share these things with the little ones this age and the little ones that will come after. And the more that you understand the meaning behind it, they'll catch it, okay? So we are the ones who are going to share history. And they'll say, was it true then? We're the ones who are going to share history not reinvented, not distorted. We're going to be entrusted to remember what's true now. There could be a time they could say, was it true women used to be able to vote? Was it true? Fill in the blank. Don't want to go there. But, yeah, it's up to us to carry forward what was true. And to honor and share with who and how we love. And so, for the conclusion of our thought session here, would you join me now in an attitude of prayer? God of our heart's understanding, may we be courageous when troubled. May we defend mercy. May the love that sustains the universe sustain us all, everyone. Amen. And if the band will come back and
Please rise, whether in body or in spirit, and join us on our final song.
Yep, I believe so.
I'm just another soldier in the army of love. I'm just another soldier in the army of love. 1, 2, 3, fight. I believe if we all show love for our fellow man, then one day we'll hold victory in the palm of our hand. That's why I'm just another soldier in the army of love. I'm just another soldier in the army of love. 1, 2, 3, 4, cry sometimes as I go. I'm just another soldier in the army of love. Now other fellow soldiers once stood here by my side, but the captain called them to that command post in the sky. This army needs you, friends. This army needs me. And I believe if we get together right now, hatred will cease to be. That's why I'm just another soldier in the army of love. I'm just another soldier in the army of love. 1, 2, 3, 4, cry sometimes as I go. I'm just another soldier in the army of love. One more time now. I'm just another soldier in the army of love. I'm just another soldier in the army of love. 1, 2, 3, 4, cry sometimes as I go. I'm just another soldier in the army of love.
We have a volunteer to help us blow out the chalice, right? Yeah, thank you. Why don't you trot right up there? Yep, up. Or better yet, perfect. And together we say, as we release this flame from its faithful service today, we allow the spark in each of us to burn on, to warm our compassion, to fire our delight, to light our paths today, tomorrow, and always. Take us out.